Thinking about making a move to Upper Arlington? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you around Upper Arlington and where it's at in relation to Columbus and all the surrounding areas. And if you stick around, I'm going to tell you about the 3 things that make Upper Arlington stand out. If this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the market here in Columbus, Ohio. My name is Billy Fristo, and I'm a local agent here in Columbus. And this is a Living in North Columbus YouTube channel. We get calls every day from people just like you looking to make a move to Columbus, and I'd love to help you make that smooth transition to Columbus. So please reach out, email me, call me, shoot me a text. All my information is in the description box below, and I love to help you move. Whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, we can help you make that smooth transition to Columbus. And in this video, Upper Arlington. So that being said, let's get into it. Here's Upper Arlington. As you can see, the outline, the dotted outline, it borders the Scioto River, which is super scenic, great place, boating, fishing, canoeing. A lot of crew teams practice on the Scioto River. So yeah, but let's zoom in a little bit on Upper Arlington, UA for short. And as you can see, let me go back out here. You are super close to Columbus. It's literally like a 10-minute drive maybe. And you're also right next to Ohio State University, which is, here's Ohio State. So right here, you're right next to Ohio State. A lot of their research and development butts right up to UA. Right here is Ohio State, like I said. 315 is a major highway through Columbus area. It's right next to Upper Arlington. So getting around Columbus is super easy. Upper Arlington, Scioto River, right here. There's boat launches, down here, right off the river. There's parks right on the other side of the river. This is Hilliard over here. Hilliard's right on the other side of the river, and I've done, pros and cons of Hilliard, neighborhood vlogs, and I did a map video of Hilliard as well. So you can check that out and see what you're close to. But like I said, Griggs Park right here, super scenic. Like I said, there's boat launches down here. There's actually, like I said, a lot of outdoor things to do in UA as well. Here's Fancyburg Park. You have tennis courts, you've got baseball diamonds, you've got jungle gym. So it's good for the whole family. But let's get back to, getting around Columbus from Upper Arlington. So, and getting over to 315, and then you have 315 all the way up. You got 315 all the way down. That can take you into downtown as well. You can get over here to 270, right here off Fishinger. 270 can take you to, North Dublin, South Grove City, Hilliard. So you got also right here, 33 runs all along the western part of UA, which will get you down here. And you can also get on the high 70 right here, and that's 670 to downtown. Or, 70 takes you to Dayton as well. Let's kind of get into where some of the things are in UA. Hilliard's over here. Here's UA. Fancyburg Park. Thompson Park, another great park. They have a bunch of diamonds, all kinds of stuff, green space. I know one of our friends had a party there. They had like a little party venue, so pretty cool. And then over here is this green space right here is the Ohio State University Golf Club. They actually hold a nationwide tournament here, the nationwide, golf tour, which I'm not sure if it has turned into the Corn Ferry, or I know that they hold a, professional golf tournament here, so that's pretty cool. Here's another cool thing, Swim and Racket Club there in UA. Hard courts, clay courts. They got pickleball courts, paddleball. They have a nice pool. My daughter actually plays tennis there on occasion. And then as we go down Fishinger right here, Fishinger Road, kind of a nice cut through. It goes, over the Scioto and gets you over into Hilliard. So it's a straight shot. So easy access. And if you're going to go east, fishing area comes down here and can take you over to, Ohio State. Lots of different ways to get through UA, lots of thoroughfares and whatnot to get you north, south, east, west. The only thing I would say about UA when it comes to like shopping or any of those things is that you're going to have to drive a little bit to go shopping. If you're looking to like go up to, let's say, Polaris, which is over here. Right here is Polaris. So it's going to be a little bit of a trek. You're going to be up here and then up 71 and then over to Polaris Fashion Place where there's a lot of shopping. Or you're going to be over here, down here to Easton, which is the other like outdoor shopping mall. So, when it comes to shopping, you're going to have to drive a little bit. However, there are some great, boutiques and whatnot in UA. And I'll get into where some of those are as well. So here's another park, Northern Park. There's tennis courts there as well, baseball diamonds, all the stuff. Right here is another area of UA where there's a lot of shopping. It's kind of centrally located, right in the middle of Upper Arlington, right here. Marketplace, your Giant Eagle Marketplace. So a lot of your shopping is going to be like right here. The community centers right here, located here. Like I said, your Giant Eagle Market District. You got a CVS pharmacy up here. You got your Starbucks. You got some restaurants, coffee shops. So a lot of stuff right here is, kind of right in the middle of UA. It's great, walking distance to a lot of these neighborhoods that are around here. The high school is right here. There's a lot of restaurants right here. I know a lot of the kids from the high school walk over to the restaurants or drive over here, for lunch. Pretty cool, pretty centrally located. So right here also is Lane Avenue. Let me zoom out a little bit here to kind of show you where we're at. Here is Scioto Country Club. They actually had the Senior US Open here a few years back. Great country club, really, really wealthy area around here. Right around the country club, some of the Blue Jackets players, the NHL team here in Columbus live in this area around here. Here's Lane Avenue. I'll tell you what's cool about Lane is, it's kind of one of the main drags through Upper Arlington too. And right here, Lane takes you right into Ohio State. Basketball arena right here. The football stadium's right here. So that is one of the great things about UA is its location. So right here is another great area in UA. It's the shops on Lane Avenue right here. So there's, boutique shops. There's, suits, wine stores. There's, some great restaurants. Cameron Mitchell has a restaurant, Hudson 29 right down here. Shops on Lane. So all this shopping right here. There's a Whole Foods right here in the shopping center. Original Pancake House, and there's also, because you're so close to Ohio State, there's a few hotels down here in this area as well. It's a hop, skip, and a jump to the football stadium in the fall during football season. This area is usually busy on a Saturday, just, with its relation to Ohio State. With them being national champs, I guess it's expected. So there's a lot of stuff down here to do close to home where you don't have to drive up to Polaris or Easton to shop. There are some boutique stuff down here. So pretty cool. And like I said, there's condos down here, hotels, Grader's Ice Cream, local favorite, awesome. And then there's also, shopping and restaurants all through here as well, all the way down until you get right here, which kind of starts the Ohio State. They have a lot of their research, agricultural stuff is down here. They're building, a bunch of, they've expanded west, outside of their campus, which, is kind of on the other side of 315 here. Kind of here's where Ohio State campus starts. Like I was showing you earlier, here's the Schottenstein Center, the best. This is all the sports facilities right here. tennis courts are over here. Their baseball diamond. Woody Hayes, this is their indoor football facility. Here's all their tennis courts, field hockey, their baseball stadiums over here, lacrosse, their volleyball. So here's Jesse Owens, that's their track and field. So you are right in the thick of things when it comes to Ohio State. You're right there. So again, here's Ohio Stadium, Horseshoe, and here's campus all over here. The other thing is, if you're coming from UA, you can come down to High Street right here. And down High Street, you're going to have Short North, which is, like I said, a lot of cool restaurants. Short North District, North Star Cafe, which they have another one in Westerville, which I did a video on that. Really popular spot. Down here is kind of like where the historic homes are in Upper Arlington. North of Lane Avenue, premium housing, really awesome. Just a little less expensive. And then you have over here by the country club, this whole area right here, which is super, luxury homes, millions. There's a house for sale right here right now that is, over 4 million. So the prices in Upper Arlington can, get up there. However, with that being said, UA, great place, and centrally located, which brings me to the 3 great things about Upper Arlington. Other than it being, a nice, close-knit community, it's location, location, location. So if you're thinking about moving to UA, please reach out, shoot me a text, email me, call me. I'd love to help you make that swoop move to Columbus. And as always, just call Billy.